What's up, everybody? My name is Kier, and you are watching The Important Things That Really Matter. Today, we're going to be talking about part 2 of why African Americans / blacks need to start their own businesses. And in this section of part 2, we're going to be emphasizing where to get the money for your business. Now, as you recall, or before we jump into it, would you please like, would you please share, and would you please subscribe to this channel? Because I'm trying to get this channel to grow, and I appreciate any help that you give me to get this channel to grow tremendously. And I thank you for your help. So let's get into it. Where are you going to get the money for the initial investment of your new business? You're going to get the money from your job. That's right. You did not hear me say anything about going to a bank. You also did not hear me say anything about going to someone else for a loan. You heard me say, start off with having a job. Start off with having a job, and from there, or if you have money already in the bank, what you do at this particular point in time is, if you have a job, you're going to work that job. And if there's any overtime that you can work on the job, work the overtime. And I'm not going to say work as much as you can, but I'm saying, if you can put in an extra hour or extra 2 hours a day of overtime, that's great. Now, at the end of the week, with any additional overtime that you may have accumulated, you don't take that extra money and then run to the mall. That's not being a good business-minded person. You don't take that extra money and then go run to the mall. You take that extra money that you have from the overtime that you've worked, you take that money and you set it off to the side. I'm not even going to say put it in the bank. Set it off to the side, put it in a real safe, secure, safe deposit box somewhere in your house, and hide it somewhere where nobody can get to it or where nobody will be looking at. Make sure you got a lock and key for it. And this is where you will keep your extra money that you're going to be using for your business. So you're going to get the extra money for your business through working some overtime on a job. Another thing, you might have a job that's not really working any overtime. If you have a job that you're not working any overtime, you're going to have to come up with other ways, which I'm going to tell you, to be able to generate more money. For example, a lot of people that will be working on their job, many times those people are going out for lunch to eat, or you're going out to dinner more than you probably should be, or you're going out to lunch to eat more than you probably should be. You will save yourself $100, maybe even $200, and all of the food that you're purchasing in the cafeteria, all the food that you're purchasing or buying when you get off of work, you go out to dinner, different places, all these different things that you are doing with your money, you don't necessarily have to do, because your goal and objective is to save up enough money and put aside on a regular basis, daily basis, weekly basis, and that extra money is going to go towards the initial investment of your business. Follow me? You can save a lot of money by not going out as much to eat and taking your lunch to work. You will save a bunch of money. When I was working in the plant, I was spending too much money on lunches and even breakfasts by going to the cafeteria a lot. I sat down one day and figured it out. I was spending like $200 or a little bit over $200 a month just for food. If I would have brought my lunch to work every day and brought me something else to work also too, for maybe to eat for breakfast or so, I probably could have saved at least $100 or $150 just for the lunches and breakfasts. You follow what I'm saying? So once you start taking your lunches and your breakfasts to work with you, you're going to save half, if not more, of your expenses. So out of $200 that you might spend a month for food just on the job, You can slice that pretty much in half. Take that extra $100 or extra $150 and put in your safe deposit box somewhere that you got under lock and key that nobody can open and nobody can get to. A lot of people like going out and hanging with their friends a whole lot. You're going to have to cut all that stuff back. All the money that you would be spending if you're hanging with your friends, male friends, or female friends, all the money that you would be spending, you need to taper all that stuff back and take that extra money that you would be saving and put it towards your business. Put it in a safe deposit box, lock that stuff up real good, and make sure nobody can get to it. This is where you're getting the extra money from. Also, too, ladies, you trying to get more money to get your business going, don't go to the nail salon every week. Don't go to the nail salon every week. Matter of fact, completely eliminate the nail salon. Completely eliminate the nail salon and do your nails your own self. Yes, you may not be able to get your nails looking all fancy and stuff, but if you just make your nails look nice and natural, they'll still look good. You may not have all that fancy glittery stuff all on your nails. You can save yourself a whole lot of money by not getting your nails done every week, every other week. Just completely cut it off. You don't need to get your nails done every week or every other week. Do them yourself. File them down, make them look natural. You may not have all that bling bling on your nails, okay? So do them yourself. And if they look natural, they look more professional that way anyway, instead of having them darn claws that a lot of women be wanting to get. I don't know why you all want to go to a nail salon and your hands look like claws after you finish. I mean, to me, that's crazy. But anyway, you can save yourself a bunch of money. Ladies, also too, if you're going to the hair salon every week, cut it back to every other week. Or you can save yourself even more money if you do your hair your own self and go natural. You could cut back on your makeup. You can completely stop your makeup, wash your face. Take more time in caring for the upkeep of your face. Wash your face every day. You got all types of different lotions and stuff you can put on your face and make it look really, really good to where you don't even need any makeup. You will literally save hundreds of dollars by doing this. Trust me, I know. I used to date a woman from St. Thomas, the Virgin Islands. I used to date a woman. That woman never wore any makeup. That woman's skin was smooth as silk. It looked like chocolate milk. Beautiful, dark brown. Woman didn't have a blotch or nothing on her face, okay? So instead of spending time on makeup, spend time on caring for your skin to where you don't need makeup. You will save hundreds of dollars in hair care stuff, but especially by going natural. You will save hundreds of dollars in eliminating the makeup and just focusing on caring for your skin like you should. You will save hundreds of dollars that you can take, set aside, and put in your safe deposit box for your business. Men, do the same thing. If you go to the barbershop every week, go every other week, or start learning how to do your hair your own self. If you're an older gentleman, go get some clippers and stuff, do your own hair, or go bald. You can save yourself a bunch of money by not going to the barbershop as much. Instead of every week, go every other week, or start doing your hair yourself. All that extra money, you take that extra money, you put it in your safe deposit box, and that money is going to go towards your business. Eliminate the excess going out to dinner. Eliminate the excess purchasing lunches outside instead of bringing your lunches to work. Bring your lunch to work. The more lunches you bring to work, the less money you're going to spend at the fast food places, which is not the best food anyway, and you're going to save a bunch of money, a bunch of money. So right now, that is the suggestion that I'm giving you all, how you could come up with extra money to provide for your initial investment for your business, and do work some overtime if you can. So anyway, that's some extremely good information. You don't have to go to the bank, and you can do it yourself. You got to have discipline. You got to have discipline. You got to have discipline. So please like, please share, please subscribe, and peace.